And it looks good on you, I'll tell you that much. And now you brought up you're fighting TJ after the Ultimate Fighter. Let me ask you something, okay? Because you just got engaged, and congratulations on that. That's fantastic. I just went through it. It's a great experience, so that's wonderful. TJ, you have this bad blood with him. We all know that. We see that on the Ultimate Fighter. But he congratulated you. Did you take that for serious? Did you take that as just for him playing games? How do you take that?
You know, TJ doesn't want to have any beef going into the fight. You know, that's what he's trying to eliminate. You know, it's not that he just has to fight me. He has to fight the whole team, his best friends that, you know, who got him to make him a world champion, who groomed him, who sheltered him, who fed him, who was able to, you know, make him into a world champion. So he's not only got to fight me on July 8th, he's got to fight everybody that's built TJ who he is, you know, and he left these people, left this team, and he can say whatever he wants. He can sit there and lie on the Ultimate Fighter and lie in his interviews, and he can have Dwayne do the same thing because they're cut from the same cloth. They're all about themselves. All they want is something for themselves, and that's how they migrated together. And they're together, and that's fine. The hatred stems from TJ. It was never hatred. Now it's just I hate being lied to, and that guy constantly lies. I mean, I almost got kicked out of the UFC for sticking up for the guy when going after Conor McGregor, which would stem from the fight about Conor talking about TJ, and then it rolled down into him and Faber and Feely getting into it, and then I'm not going to sit there when someone invites someone to fight, you know. So I almost got kicked out the Ultimate Fighter, and on, you know, on our end, we're asking TJ, hey, what's the deal? Are you with us? Are you leaving? We heard rumors. And he's bold-faced lying to us saying, oh, I'm Team Alpha Male. Whatever you hear about the rumors, you know, that's a lie. And then the next week he's moving to Colorado, you know. So it's like I've been lied to, you know, from that guy so much. He lied to our team, and then he went around saying he got kicked out. And he tried to recruit a lot of our teammates to go out to Colorado with him. And, you know, I'm just tired of the lies, you know, and I wasn't going to let him use that platform on the Fox or the Ultimate Fighter to spread more lies, you know, because he's playing the victim now. He really is. And now we look like bullies on there because we know the truth and we're going after him. He's acting all cool and innocent. But that's not TJ. That's not TJ, and that's not how he is. You know, going back to your question, there might have been some, you know, like I said, him congratulating. I told him thanks. Hey, that's cool, but it doesn't matter. I can be your friend in there. I can be your enemy. You can be my brother. I don't care. When that cage locks, you have something. You're trying to steal something from me that I worked so hard for. I'm gonna hurt you no matter what. I'm gonna try to knock you out no matter what. If we're friends or we're enemies. So, in his mind, he just wants the less beef, the better for him. He thinks it's a level playing field going into the fight.
Yeah, dude, you mentioned it. It's crazy how Mystic Mac continues to hit right on the money with his predictions. Again, we're joined by @Cody_NoLove on Twitter. So you're talking about it's TJ against the team, and obviously we're caught up. We watched the 2 episodes, and now we've seen a little beef with Faber and TJ breaking out. Do you feel that it's cracking into his psyche leading up to this fight?
Oh, it has been ever since. It's affected him, you know, emotionally, physically, every emotion that runs through that guy's veins. You know, it's how could you leave someone that's literally given their shirt off your back and helped you succeed to where you're at, and then you just leave because you saw money? You know, that's selfishness. You know, and that's not what we're about here. No one on that team, you know, on my team is like that. And if they are, then they're cut. You know, the cancer's cut away, and that's the people that left. So, and he was one of them. So, I just don't see it, man. I feel like it definitely does, you know, have an emotional toll on him as a physical too. A physical being, he doesn't get to train with the best fighters in the world. Emotionally, that he knows that he did wrong, and now he's trying to cover his ass up with these lies, and he's adding more lies and more lies, and he's only making it worse. Because the truth is, we know the truth. He even goes out and says in all these interviews that my best friend Justin Buckles, my best friend Danny Castile, and these guys are like, F this guy, man, and we're tired of his lies. They can't wait for me. I can't wait to go on there and knock this guy's jaw around and end this chapter like I did with Dominick. You know, I was like, look, you guys can trust in me, always trust in me to have the team's back. You know, because this team saved my life. And that's why I'm so, filled with passion and just like this is a point that I needed to be at. Was out here at the team, and it was going through that turmoil and Dwayne leaving and TJ leaving. It was a rough year for all of us. You know, he didn't only affect himself; he affected the whole team. Leaving, Dwayne did the same thing, left the team high and dry. He used the team as a platform to build his resume, the bang Muay Thai bullshit that he tried to spread, and then went back to his own academy. And the way he went about it was a snake. You know, they're all snakes in the grass. And Conor was right. You know, me and Conor are cool with that. We established that because he knows what loyalty is. Conor knows what loyalty is, so he knows that I was sticking up for Faber in a sense, but it stemmed from TJ. So we squashed that beef, me and Conor, the week after at a pool party. Later, the next week when we got into that little altercation, and Conor knows what loyalty is about. You know, that's why he condemns me on what I did. But now it's the whole thing about TJ and the life, man. Enough's enough. I mean, I feel bad for the guy. He can't tell the truth if his life depended on it.
Nice, dude.
He's lying on national television. He's lying on national television. That stuff does never go away. When you have previously went on Stud Show Radio, which is an alpha male podcast, and stated
it's a great listen.
Your whole story's changed. You know, how can it change from this month just because you lie? It's hard to keep up with all your lies. You never get to tell a lie. It's not good to tell lies because lies just steamroll into more lies and bigger lies, and then what's gonna happen next?
Dude, the craziest headline I'm going to take out of this that you're partying with Conor McGregor. The bottle service must have been insane for that. But anyway, you mentioned Dominick Cruz. Is it hands down? Does it just make the most sense that Dominick gets the winner of this, or are you kind of getting crazy, kind of get froggy, maybe jumping down a division for Mr. DJ?
Look, I can make 25. I think first and foremost, Demetrius Johnson. I have the utmost respect for that guy, not only as a fighter, but as a family man and as a human being. And I think going out there that I am, the best fighter in the world. I can go out there and compete with Demetrius and beat Demetrius. If that is what I want to do, I think if Joe Benavidez goes out there and wins his next fight, that guy's rattled off. He's beat the best of the best in the 125-pound division. Let them have a trilogy fight. Whatever. Dominick Cruz, he wants to come out of retirement. I will gladly whoop his ass again because he is one of the fake. I didn't believe any of that shit that he was saying and the post-fight press conference because he's seen both sides of it. He's seen how to act and not how to act and how the fans would, turn on you to act a certain way. And I knew that was bullshit. We get on Fox Sports after TUF Talk, and I'm on there with Karen Bryant. And she's like, hey, Cody, how are you? I'm like, hey, I'm good. And I was like, you're joined with the Dominick Cruz. And I was like, oh, yeah, I was told. I said, I was waiting for him to say, what's up? What's going on, Dom? And right off the bat, he was like, why do I got to tell you what's up? We're going to be talking in a few minutes. And I was like, all right, man, it's cool. Like, if you still have beef, like, I'm cool with the guy. I don't care. I would show him respect, win or lose. He's just a sore loser about it now. And then we get on the Tough Talk, and they don't air this part, but I have it filmed, right? I have it filmed. My buddy filmed, like, a little bit of it. And we get on, we're talking, and he's asking if the first question, obviously, is everyone wants to know why I grabbed TJ by the throat. My reaction, that's what it was. That we were in an altercation. The guy stepped towards me. Dwayne wants to say the cheap shot. TJ wants to say he had his hands in his pocket, but that's not the case. If you're stepping towards someone and you're saying mother effer and calling him a bitch, like that's fighting words for me. That's ready to fight. So I grabbed him by his throat, and that's what they want to know. So I proceeded to tell him why and how it went down. And Dominick goes, oh, so he goes, have you ever been grabbed up by the throat at your weigh-in? And if so, what would you do? And it didn't even dawn on me that's what he was talking about, the altercation with Jeremy Stevens. And I was like, oh, I hope that I'd be professional enough to keep my composure and know that I'm going to whoop this dude's ass tomorrow. And then he proceeded to go, oh, so you've never been grabbed up by your throat? And then a light bulb went on my head, and I was like, oh, Dominick, you're talking about when you brought your hype man in, Jeremy Stevens, to try to fight me after the weigh-ins when I had my hands completely full, and he scratched me in the neck with his nail? That would happen? Is that what you're talking about? Because you were too scared to do something? You couldn't even sit in the same room with me and do an interview. So, and then it went, I said, what happened in the fight, Dominick? I danced around on you, and he made you look like a fool. And then went all black screen. The producer came on, like, we apologize. We told Dom this is not the place for that. This is not what that's not what it's about. I'm like, man, what's up with this guy? I'm cool with this dude. and he's gonna go on here and he's a sore loser. He can act fake in front of the camera, that's fine. I whooped his ass, and that's fine with that. I can. Hey, my thing is, I can take an ass whooping, and I can, and I'll be fine with it. Okay, I'll learn from it. These guys can't. TJ, he wants to whine, says that he beat Dominick Cruz. He deserves a fight. He's given, all these bribes up to make this fight, get this fight back. He's selling after $100,000 for a title shot, man, looking desperate. He's like selling himself out, which was not surprising. And then Dominick acts like this, but that no one sees this stuff. They want to condemn Dominick on being a sportsmanship, but that's not sportsmanship. When you have a job like that, and I get on TUF, and you're going to ask questions like that, man, I would love to fight Dominick Cruz next. I'm going to knock him out this time. I had so much fun in that fight not knocking him out. That's why I didn't jump on and knock him unconscious. I was having fun whooping him like that. But this fight, if the rematch, if he wants to come out and wants to say he's healthy and his foot's healed, look, I had a completely messed up back. I tore my back a month ago. I just had surgery a month ago. I got cleared yesterday, and I'm back to training. Don't tell me you have something wrong with your foot. The weak don't survive in this game. And hey, I commend him for the injuries that he's overcame and the fight. I've always had respect for him until we were fighting. Now it's completely different. So, I'm not even probably looking at Demetrius. If Dominick's starting to get froggy, he's starting to want to jump. Okay, then I gave him the ultimate rematch after he didn't want it. So that just shows me I'm ready up on this guy. I'm ready up, and I'm in his head, I'm in his mind. I beat on him, so it's going to be, an easier fight for me. After first and foremost, I'm focused on TJ. But Dominick, if he wants to, get beat up after again, worse, that's fine. I'll do that. And I don't have any respect for that guy.
Dude.
I did. It's fake, and I said that.
Listen, Cody Garbrandt, thank you so much for the time. We appreciate it. Listen, you can catch him on Fox Sports every Wednesday. Ultimate Fighter, and again, July 8th versus TJ Dillashaw. And listen, one of these days you got to come into New York and you got to bring in that belt, and we want to see you with it. Okay, buddy?
Okay, I will. Yeah, watch me on Fox Sports 1. The crazy guy with the neck tat flying all over the place, acting erratic, acting emotional.